Welcome to my podcast, Spiritual Quest, with me, your host, Vibeke Garnos, always guided by Spirit. I am very excited to share my gift with you and empower you to embrace your gift. So if you define yourself as a spiritual human being, then you've come to the right place. So prepare yourself now for an amazing journey where your soul will lead the way. I invite you now to open your heart, ignite your passion in life, and start living with grace and gratitude by allowing your soul to speak. I am super excited for today's topic. It's all about love. More specifically, how to be a channel of love. But before we get started, I want to share a love story with you. Back in 2012, I was guided by Spirit to be certified by the Newton Institute as a Life Between Lives hypnotherapist. If you don't know what that entails, I suggest you read Dr. Michael Newton's books, Journey of Souls or Destiny of Souls. Anyway, I left my 2 young daughters and my husband to travel to the UK where the training took place. And I remember feeling that this training would change my perception of who I am, and I couldn't have been more right. Going through the training, we had to find someone to work with. And as always, Spirit had it all figured out. From the very first moment I stepped into that venue, I met the eyes of a familiar soul, which I had never met before. We were both drawn to each other, and we immediately made a connection, speaking as we were longtime friends. And being so comfortable with a stranger, I knew there had to be something more to why we met at this time. So we teamed up and started the training. Opening up to a complete stranger, and not only that, him being male, would usually make me very, very uncomfortable. But not this time. There was a sense of companionship, of being brought together to support each other in embracing our true self, to be able to open up to our soul's resources and discover why we chose our human lives. So my new friend brought me back to the soul state, and we stopped within my mother's womb, where he proceeded to ask me questions about why I chose my body. And I did not expect what came out of my mouth. But instead of me trying to explain what happened and how it felt, I'd rather be totally authentic and transparent with you. And I'll just play the audio recording from this segment of my LBL session.
So, what was it about this body that made you want to choose it?
Sounds superficial, but her appearance will make it easier for me to reach the people I need to reach.
Okay, good.
She will be open and friendly, have a calming aura on her. Physical appearance will be calming to people, but still strong-willed, so she can reach the others who think she's a floozy, or what you call it. Mm-hmm. She won't let people stop her.
No, okay.
She will find a way. So she and I will do a good job together. We just have to do it slowly.
Okay.
With patience.
Oh, that's excellent. So, is there anything else that you want to tell me about this experience as you're there in your mother's womb before we move on?
I have company sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about this company.
It's my spirit guide. He checks in with me. He knows that I feel a little lonely, that I'm really didn't want to leave when I connected with the body. So from the first connection with the fetus, I stayed.
Okay.
I stayed put. And he knew that was a challenge for me because I'm always
You're always
around other, joining and teaching others.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew that would be hard for me, and he comes in for a cup of tea or coffee just to check up on me with his love, make sure that I'm doing okay, that I'm not alone.
Okay. So it's one of those times when he's there with you now. That's right, just visiting you while you're in the womb. Tell me about his presence.
He's loving. His patience with me.
Okay.
He's supportive. He's encouraging. He's making me laugh. We have a blast. He challenges me. Do this. Now do a flip. Do that. Try to suck your thumb. Do this. Do that. He's coaching me.
Okay. What do you call him, your guide?
Serious.
He's serious, okay.
Serious.
Serious.
Z-A-U-R-S, something. Serious. Serious.
Okay, alright, Zarius.
Serious.
Okay. And what does he call you? Do you have some spiritual name or something that he calls you?
Enigma.
Enigma.
That's my soul's name.
Yes, yes. Okay, so just breathe in that sense, your soul name, yes.
Ah, that gets me every time I hear it. It always gives me so much clarity to go back and revisit that energy of that amazing experience where I really got to connect with my true self, which today has given me the strength to live my life on purpose and from an open heart, which allows me to be a channel of love to everyone around me. I would never have been able to take this journey without my loving family supporting my spiritual quest. And I'm also deeply grateful to myself for being courageous enough to follow my soul's path and listen to the guidance of Spirit. This is my life. I choose to be a channel of love, and as a human, I make a conscious decision every day to be a pure channel of love. Now, let's hear what Spirit has to say about today's topic, Channel of Love. I believe in you as a human. I believe in the soul's state, the purest form of vibration, allowing you today to live on Mother Earth as a human. Remember that you are love. You are the highest vibration, the highest frequency, pure light and love. And by acknowledging and embracing the heart vibration, who you truly are, then you bring hope, you bring peace, and you bring unconditional love to your mother. I ask you, my friend, to love yourself, to be honest about who you are, and to allow the light being that you are to shine through all that you do as a human. The power that you carry is divine. You are divine. And by allowing yourself to be loved, and by allowing yourself to be held by your own mother, Mother Earth, then you will bring the vibration back home, residing within your open heart. We are all channels of love. I want you to really feel those words and tune in and really embrace the energy of those words. Channels of love. Being a channel, I think we need to address who we truly are. We are soul having a physical experience here on Mother Earth. So the acceptance of who you are on 3 levels, which is the soul, energy, and the physical level, is essential to experiencing being a channel of love, an acceptance of something greater that allows you to connect with the purest energy of love, which is the unconditional love. So to experience your soul state, we have to bring it back into spirit that ignites the soul. And the soul is here on Mother Earth today to experience life. And why do we choose to come to Earth today? Well, my experience, and I've done lots of life between life sessions with other people, and also as a channel with close to 1,000 channeling sessions, I feel pretty secure in my statements when it comes to soul lives on. The soul and spirit, it's what we are here on Earth to learn more about, to raise our own vibration and frequency, so that when we do travel back home to our soul home, we have gone through experiences that has lifted our vibration and actually strengthened the soul state, giving us the opportunity to expand. That's when you really start to acknowledge that there is a higher power and that there's a secret force driving you as a human being. And this force you can obtain and actually feel as a human being through your soul state. The journey from mind to heart is the most important journey a human being can take at this very moment. And it is because the experience of unconditional love reside within that frequency and vibration, also known as oneness. So what nurtures humanity, what nurtures all life, that is unconditional love. But to experience it, we need to be within that frequency ourselves. So seeking within, connecting with body, mind, spirit, aligning yourself, and allowing the soul state to be the strongest state within your human self through the heart vibration. That is when your actions, what you do as a human being, it's channeled in a state of unconditional love for all life. And that is when you are a pure channel of love. But first, we need as humans to accept that there is more to us than just the mind and the physical body, because that allows us to tuning ourselves and opening up to experiencing new frequencies. So when we arrive on this beautiful planet, Mother Earth, we are more or less pure in our energy output, which means we are still strongly connected within body, mind, spirit. We're aligned. And we are experiencing life from the soul state, which encompasses the vibration and frequency of unconditional love. Babies and small children are masters in reading energy. They automatically pick up on the vibration of energy in their surroundings. And I'm sure if you have children or you've been around children, and of course you've been a child yourself, I'm sure you've noticed how children actually tune themselves in to the energy in the surroundings and can affect their emotions, right? Positive, negative going on. They respond by crying, being frustrated, maybe being angry. And if something positive is going on, there's laughter, there's joy, there's happiness. And we see that children, they are really sponges. They're just absorbing everything in their surroundings, and they're actually responding by being completely honest about their feelings. And how we as parents respond to their feelings at that moment can actually make or break the connection with spirit. This is truly very, very important. So allow this to sink in, that how we as parents respond to their feelings in that moment can make or break the connection with spirit. Because in that moment, we as parents start anchoring their feelings to a certain energy response. And unconsciously, we condition our children's emotions. And usually, the conditioning is limited. I mean, it's limiting them to be authentic and true to who they are. And the experience of love is now being conditioned. As children, we are born channels of love, pure light and joy, and our purpose for reincarnating on earth and to learn and to open up and to expand and to lift our vibration is now allowing us to be conditioned so that we can embrace that again and to learn. So by being true to who we are and being channels of love in any circumstance, and especially when we're together with other people and especially children and small babies, we must be aware of which emotions and feelings we are bringing into the situation. We have to be conscious about not only where we're coming from, but the intention needs to be activated within our human self every single day. The intention of why we do what we do. And then we allow our mind to assist on how to facilitate that why energy, that intention out into the world. So the intention, the why, allows you to connect and bring you into the heart, to be true and honest and authentic and transparent with yourself. And when you start facilitating that energy, you allow your mind to tell you how you can pay it forward, how you can bring that energy of love, of unconditional love out into the world. And that will bring you not only the vibration of unconditional love back, but it will give you the safety and security and wholeness that we as humans are actually looking for within our human self. As we are connected or disconnected from spirit and soul, many of us, a lot of us is connected, but still it's a daily conscious decision to be connected with spirit and to be aware that we're not losing that connection. And by asking why we do what we do, that allows us to be true to our intention and pull us into the heart. And then we allow the how to be facilitated by the mind. So every morning I set my intention, and it allows me to ask myself not only why, to be clear on why I'm doing what I'm doing throughout the day, but it allows me to facilitate how I want the output to be clear, to be conscious, so that my mind, my body, mind, and spirit is aligned throughout the day, because I'm very aware of, I'm conscious of on 3 levels, soul energy on the physical level, which frequency and vibration I want to be on when I'm doing my work or I'm living my life. I am actually every morning telling myself and being aware of and deciding to be a channel of love. By accepting myself on 3 levels, I'm being honest about who I am, and I'm trusting myself as a human being to facilitate that energy out into the world. So how can you be clear about being a channel of love? You need to be honest with yourself. You have to be authentic, and you have to trust in yourself. And trust comes by being honest, because only by being honest can you release what is low that's limiting you, open yourself up to integrate the lessons of that which is limiting you, and to be clear and honest with yourself enough to trust whatever unfolds, as long as it's arising within the heart vibration, it is serving something greater. Not only your purpose, but something greater. long as you're constantly asking the why and allowing the how to facilitate your actions throughout the day, you will build trust in yourself and the alignment between body, mind, and spirit. So you can actually feel where you're coming from, that it's not coming from the mind, but it's actually coming from within the heart. And yes, you can really feel the difference. And not only that, the last thing, you need to accept who you truly are. So you have to accept that you are a channel of love. You carry the divine within yourself. By being here on Mother Earth today, you are serving something greater. Now that we know how we ourselves can work on being pure channels of love, how do we know if others are being pure channels of love? Interesting question, right? We meet people throughout life that resonate with us and people who do not. Some people challenge us, and of course it's all about our conditioning and our personal limitations, or how we was raised, or how we look at ourselves, how we interpret that. And that is again frequency and vibrations. But if you are focused on yourself, that journey from mind to heart, and you anchor yourself within the heart vibration, and you know that you are being a channel of love, you will read the energy clearly in everyone that you meet. But as a human, there is to teach yourself, or to be comfortable in reading that energy. If you're not familiar of reading energy, there is one thing that can actually really assist you in knowing right away if people are channels of love. And that is listening, because listening is very important. You're reading the energy behind the word. And how do you know if that's true or not, if they're being channels of love? It's by seeing what they're doing. All talk and no actions, you know they're not being channels of love. They're not anchored within the heart vibration. People who are true to who they are, being authentic, transparent, which is channels of love, they will definitely show you not only what they're saying, but through their actions, what they're doing. And the energy of serving is always in the background. That's what you're reading in all their actions. Not only what they're saying, they're actually doing it. So serving something greater is always something you can read by the way they do their work, by the way they talk and facilitate their life purpose. You could actually see where they're coming from. So if you find yourself in any situation where you're surrounded by people who talk a lot, but you do not see any action, and if they take action, it doesn't resonate with what they're saying, it's not that they're lying per se. They're not usually aware of what they're doing. So next time when you meet somebody and you can hear them say something and you look at what they're doing and it doesn't resonate, this is your opportunity to live by example. So allow it to motivate you to be authentic and transparent about who you are, being that channel of love, and not being afraid of embracing that powerful love that you are, and just spread it. Share it with the world. That is why we're here. To learn about love, to see the love in ourselves, to see the love around us, to see the love in everything that Mother Earth has to offer. And together in unity within that vibration, we together will create a new earth. And to me, that is the most inspiring, uplifting, joyful, graceful thought, emotion, feeling that I can carry within my being. That is why I'm here. I want to serve. I want to serve on a greater scale. And if I'm going to be able to do that, I need to be a channel of love. If you want your own life between life session with a certified trainer of the Newton Institute, then I recommend you look up thenewtoninstitute.org and locate a therapist. And just for your information, I am one of those therapists. So today we talked about being channels of love. And we talked about why it's so important, because the why allows you to be clear of your intention and make sure that when you're clear about your intention, it's coming from the heart. And the how, to facilitate that intention out into the world through your energy output, through your mind, and your physical action as a human being. So knowing that the energy of your intention is coming from the heart, you're facilitating that through your energy output and your energy body, and you're creating the love. And not only that, if you're anchored within the heart vibration, you will definitely know instantly if others are channels of love as well. I hope this was enlightening, that you got information that will transform your life. And if you liked what you heard, I would very much appreciate your feedback. So drop me a line and tell me what you thought about this episode. If you want to explore your soul's path and become a master of your soul's purpose, then I invite you to subscribe to my newsletter by visiting my website, vibeckegarnos.com. That is VIBECKEGARNAAS.com. And I will send you my heart vibration activation meditation to jumpstart your spiritual quest. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to share my soul purpose with you. I hope you enjoyed listening to Spiritual Quest with me, your host, Vibeke Garnos. And if you did, I would really appreciate if you would share it with the world. Let's stay connected and join me in the next episode when we are exploring the light path. More specifically, how you can embrace your light path. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you lots of love and light from me, your host, Vibeke Garnos, always guided by spirit.